In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I made this engraved effect on the trophy plaque. For the plaque texture, I used a brass PBR from the Blender Kit add-on, which I've linked below. This sets up your PBR texture for you in the shader node editor. If you want to set this up manually, I've linked a great tutorial from Blender Guru. First, you need to make whatever you want your engraving to say. I made mine using Krita on a 2048 by 2048 300 dpi file, but you can use any image or text editor, like Photoshop. I use Krita because it's free. You can use text or you can draw something, just make sure that the background is black and the image you want to be engraved is white. This is the part that's going to have the effect. Save that in a suitable folder. Select your object, in this case the base of the trophy. Tab into edit mode, press 3 on your keyboard for face select, not the numpad, or this will change the viewing angle and you might end up with whiplash. Don't say I didn't warn you. Select the plaque, go to UV editing, press U, go to unwrap and smart UV project. I won't pretend to be a UV pro, I have limited knowledge and have a lot to learn, so take my UV advice with a pinch of salt. In the shader editor, delete the displacement node, which I've already done. We won't need this if we have the normal node, especially when we're doing big complex scenes, and I want my PC to not die. Shift A, texture, add an image texture, open and find your image texture you made earlier, set the color space to non-color and change repeat to clip. This ensures the image only repeats once instead of tiling infinitely and creating a weird array of engravings, unless that's what you're into. Shift A again and add a bump node. Check invert so that it looks ingrained and not embossed. Connect color to height. Shift A, color, mix color. Plug the normal of the bump node and the original normal map node into A and B. Change mix to add. Plug result into the normal input of the BSDF node and adjust the UV so that the image is the right way up. If you can't see your image or it looks weird, breathe. It's okay. We'll just add a texture coordinate map. Make sure you have the Node Wrangler add-on enabled or this shortcut won't work. Select your image texture node, Ctrl T, and there you go. Use the scale to adjust the scale and the location to move the image. Using a texture coordinate map rather than scaling and adjusting the UV can be beneficial for quite a few reasons, including easier fine-tuning and maintaining a non-destructive workflow. If we want to add a little more detail, we can desaturate the engraved part to make it look as though we've cut through to the inner layer. Add another mix node, set to saturation, connect your image texture to the factor input, not A or B. We do this to essentially create a mask. Factor controls the blending ratio between the two inputs and the texture's brightness values controls how this is blended. Now stay with me. Black is a factor of 0, which causes the mix node to output all of input A. White is a factor of 1, which causes the mix node to output all of input B. Grey blends proportionally. If we put the base colour into input A and the image texture into the factor, the black areas of the image favour input A, leaving the base colour untouched. The white areas favour input B, applying the saturation adjustment to the base colour. Good job, you made it. You can also play about with the different blending modes to get slightly different effects. Lastly, plug the result of the saturation mix node into the base colour of the BSDF node. No need to adjust any texture mapping, we're using the original image texture with the texture coordinate map. If we go into rendered mode, although subtle, we can see the effect in cycles. This series is a part of tips and tricks I'm finding along the way of creating my first animated short film in Blender. If you want to follow along, I plan on posting more tutorials and hopefully some update videos of the journey. Check out the storyboard animatic for the film here. Please like, comment and subscribe if you like this sort of content and would like to see more.